The Sage of Omaha Steps Back. A tribute to Warren E. Buffett. Today, a quiet hum from Omaha, Nebraska, resonates across the globe. A sound of gratitude, reflection, and the turning of a monumental page. At the age of 95, Warren E. Buffett, the investor who became a teacher, the billionaire who became a philosopher, is stepping down as the chairman and CEO of Berkshire Hathaway. An era hasn't just ended. A masterclass in business, integrity, and life has reached its poignant conclusion. To say he built an empire is to miss the point. Empires are conquered. Berkshire Hathaway was cultivated. It began not with a grand vision of a global colossus, but with the remnants of a failing textile mill. With patience as his tool and rationality as his guide, Mr. Buffett transformed it, brick by brick, company by company, into a fortress of American capitalism and a testament to the power of long-term thinking. He was the oracle not because he could predict the future, but because he understood the timeless principles of the present. In a world chasing frantic trends and fleeting quarterly reports, he taught us to look for intrinsic value, for durable moats, and for honest and able management. His annual letters were not just financial reports. They were dispatches of wisdom, written with a clarity and wit that demystified the high temples of finance for millions. He made investing accessible not as a game of speculation, but as the sensible act of owning a piece of a wonderful business. And who could forget his two simple rules? Rule number 1, never lose money. Rule number 2, never forget rule number 1. This wasn't just an investment strategy. It was a life philosophy. It spoke of prudence, of protecting what you have, and of the immense power of avoiding stupid mistakes. Alongside his indispensable partner, the late Charlie Munger, he formed an intellectual duo that championed logic over emotion and substance over style. Yet, for all the staggering wealth he created, his most profound legacy is etched not in the balance sheets, but in his character. Mr. Buffett never left Omaha. He remains in the same house he bought in 1958. He finds joy in a can of cherry Coke and a simple breakfast from McDonald's. In an age of excess and extravagance, his humility was a radical act. He showed the world that success doesn't have to change who you are. It should, instead, reveal it. He reminded us that it takes 20 years to build a reputation and 5 minutes to ruin it. He lived that truth every day, operating with an unwavering integrity that became the cultural bedrock of Berkshire Hathaway. And then, there is the final, magnificent act of his life's work. Having mastered the art of compounding capital, he set out to compound humanity's potential. Through the Giving Pledge, he committed to giving away virtually all of his immense fortune, transforming his success into a tidal wave of progress in health, education, and equality. His greatest investment was not in a stock, but in the future of humankind. So today, as the captain finally hands over the wheel, we do not mourn a departure. We celebrate a journey. We honor the investor who valued honesty above all else, the teacher whose classroom was the world, and the man who proved that decency and discipline are the most powerful assets of all. Thank you, Mr. Buffett. You planted trees whose shade you never intended to sit in. You built a ship strong enough to weather any storm. And you left us with a compass whose needle points firmly toward wisdom, integrity, and a life well lived. The oracle may be stepping away from the desk, but his wisdom is now forever part of the bedrock. Like, share, subscribe, and click the notification button for more.